How do that work? They more right to your motherfucking shit than you do. We don't need they little shit to make us legitimate. They the illegitimate motherfuckers. They the bastard child. They the ones don't belong. They the incongruency. Y'all need to wake up. So the mental health issues come in is the inability to rationalize this bullshit that we talking about right now. How is you politically correct when the motherfucker that's giving you the politics is correctly giving you the incorrect politics and you following that shit correctly? Fuck them bitches. Be politically incorrect. Be politically incorrect. That's all you can do. Can't do nothing else. To try to follow this shit don't make sense. It's not your shit. The system is never gonna work for you because it wasn't meant for you. There's somebody else's shit. And you keep trying to vote for who? For what? Y'all don't even know this shit is all a fucking a game. This is where the mental health dynamic come in. So what is it that causes? The mind is elastic. I mean that it's free flowing. The mind can only be trapped by the mind itself. The insanity is the inability to connect with the situation around you. So your higher self say, man, what the fuck is this shit? Don't make sense. I'm disengaged. But your lower self is dumb. It's dumb. It's thinking in reverse. So it makes you look detached from reality because your higher self refuse to play the dumb ass trickery. It won't follow the trickery. It doesn't accept that. Right? Your higher self rejects it, so they give you all this medication to try to bait your higher self to come down and express or participate in something that your higher self know it's not supposed to participate. This is where the insanity come in at. Insanity comes in there. It's a very fine point. Now, how do you train your child to outgrow that shit? You got to teach your child that they have to be the first frame of reference because God is the seer behind their eyes and the hearer behind their ears on the inside of them. God is the one that's making you aware of the images that your retina is flipping into the brain. God is the one that's reading the blueprint or the streamer as your brain rapid fires and send the stream back to consciousness through consciousness. The science is conscientiousness. To be studying the consciousness, you have to study the mind. The mind is a powerful mechanism. The mind can be in and it always can come back, but if you don't never tell a child that when life seems strange, that means that they got to think harder, then they won't know to outthink the curve or the anomaly, so they can't see the ripple effect from that pebble that somebody threw in front of their mental state. Yeah, Daniel, build a jail, and then I'm going to build this jail because Master told me to, so I'm just going to sit in. That's the dumbest shit in the world. You know? So now, once the child understands, and you can explain it to a child over, you don't just drill it in them. You periodically drop it on them, and you just, give it to them. It's jewels from a parent to a child. Believe me, they listening. They hang on your every word because in their mind, they don't know you not God. And they don't know they are God until you teach them the God within them is the God that was in you that's going to transfer sooner or later. The energy has to go somewhere. We make these physical vessels. These are just rovers. You know? Hey, it's a lot of them popping up from different places, so all right, beat the game, Cecilia. I already beat the game. I just went on ahead and did that shit. Get that shit over with. Back from hell on their ass. I'm just waiting on these motherfuckers to wake up enough for us to go on and get our shit. Because we done already won this shit. I'm the baddest motherfucker ever born. I done passed every test they done gave me. And they said that motherfucker can't pass that test because the only way he can pass that test is his brain got to be doing some fucking quantum calculating shit. You know? So I guess my brain was quantum calculating. I was leaving motherfucking Stephen Hawking in the dust. He couldn't keep up. Man, body, and soul involved in this shit. It's a three-phase level of development from internal to external. From the core self to the lens that flips you to the artificial self. On the inside, if you study epigenetics, you look at the 360, the pie, the man in the middle, the man in the mirror, the 360, the pie, the dead center of the circle. G is in the middle. G is in the middle of the compass and the square in the middle of the circle. The geometry that is giving you, right? From a straight line from pi, from the center of the circle out 3.14, right? So when you flip out the 3.14, you will see that it's a queen sitting in the square. It's the queen's seat that the G is in. The geometrist is the one who is measuring the construct of creation. He's measuring it in order to find an escape route for those trapped in what we call hell. In the Ba-Ka scenario, you get to understand it when you realize that you hedged in on all sides by utter chaos energy. And if you can't assimilate the chaos energy, it'll rip you apart from the inside out. So we become vessels, so we need a way to control this energy flux. It's an energy flow that goes in and out, right? So when I say my flux flow capacity is nothing short of mastery, that's why these riding bastards be endlessly after me. You understand what I'm talking about? Everybody wants somebody on their team that can quantum calculate without a fucking computer. Well, fuck them. I can do it with a pen, with pencil and some paper. It doesn't matter once you understand all of the principles involved. This shit is easy. A child can understand it, but the adults don't understand it. Probably wasn't meant for them, because these babies out cold with this shit. They know what's up. That's why they call these the indigo generation. They called us indigo when they came. Motherfuckers gonna call us indigo again while they leaving. Ain't that a bitch? That's full fucking circle for your ass. We was indigo when they came, and we indigo when they leave. Full circle. As it was in the goddamn beginning, so shall it be in the end. Ain't that what the book said? I'm just saying. I ain't the one to talk, so you ain't heard it from me. No, that's just what the book say. We was indigo when them motherfuckers came. Now y'all gotta realize is the imposters have to leave. Once y'all realize the imposters have to leave and that y'all the legitimate motherfuckers, then get somewhere. But it don't even matter at this point, because the matriarchy been restored and all y'all that's over there sleep while these matriarchs gonna be getting put back in power. Then y'all gonna be looking like y'all, like what the fuck just happened? I told y'all a long time ago, Babylon fell in real time in your face, and half of you motherfuckers missed it. How can you miss a whole motherfucking kingdom fall? They shut the whole earth off. And y'all didn't catch that shit. So, once you teach them, like, you gotta let a kid fall down and get his bumps and bruises and tell him that, yeah, you just gotta bounce back from that shit. If they can take the physical bumps and bruises of learning to walk and talk and ride a bike and all that shit, that's building mental toughness, because they learning to see that they physically tough, which is gonna automatically make them be mentally tough. You know? And the trick is for you to make all of the boys pusillanimous watered down, effeminate. That's the goal of the boys, because if you don't have a masculine male, nobody's going to be able to defend you from masculine males taking over. You know, that's right. So the you and me, when the flip the we, the you would become a C. You understand? You said the land was made for you and me. When me flip to we, the you become a C. Do you see? We is the other side of me. So that's e pluribus de unum, for those who don't know what I just said in Latin, which translated into English as from many come one. So when she tell y'all that this land was made for you and me, that's exactly what she's saying. Because me flips upside down, becomes we. C is a U, the U is the C on its side. Ask any blood and any crip, they'll tell you that's a Pyru flip. Because when you flip the C off, the Pyru becomes a crip. It's the same principle involved when you win talking to the ancestors and the other chiefs. So when she say this land was made for you and me, we flip the we, the you becomes a C. And it becomes a question. We see. What do we see? We see me, the other side of me. Me, we. Yes. Now that's a Kiwi flip. That's my homegirl. Right? So we put all the keys in on the 12 signs of the Zodiac, flip to the 13 RC and I off a Buckeye flip. Now Uncle Buck was my uncle. And we all know that a buck is a stag, because he used to always go stag, because he used to be at them ladies. He was a bachelor. It was a bachelor flip to a bachelor's pad off of a Buckeye. That's a Red Lodge flip, right? The Red Lodge flip. And we all know that the buck is a stag that stand alone, but the doe run with a pack. They call it a herd, right? So the herd is a matriarchy, no matter what pack you put her with, because the male's only there to protect and provide. So if the doe is a mother, is a matriarch, and she always normally have 1 or 2 babies with her. So the Buckeye flip off the Red Lodge, that's out of Ohio, because we all know Ohio was the Buckeye state, right? Now that's off a bullshit flip, because bullshit flips in the fertilizer, right? And fertilizer turned into agent to assist in the growth of the seed that's been planted, right? So if the Buckeye flipped off the bullshit, then the bullshit flipped off the full clip. That's a 21 rounds. That's an AK. That's an AK flip off a 9mm, 21 rounds. That's a 21 gun salute off the left and the right. Right. So that's 42. That's 2 4s. That's 44. That's an Angel flip. That's an Angel Bay flip. So that's a Red Lodge Angel Blade Black Peace Stone flip. That's a Peace Stone rolling. 5-ball on the roll. Break them low. Right. So if you understand the lingo from the land, then the lingo from the land all concentrates on one man, so that we can flip it back the way this shit's supposed to be. And then we can put on top this motherfucking G to put this shit the way it's supposed to be. Back on the balance on both sides. That's the 6 to the 9. Because when the P stone rolling and that's the P becomes a 6. 6 becomes a G. The G be me. You see, my mama was the VL. My mama flipped me off her right-hand man. So if she flipped the 5 off to my left as her right-hand man, then I flip off her right as the 6. See, I am number 7. Yes, sir. See, my mama had 10 seeds. 2 of them she lost. So that left me the number 7 concealed by the 5. What's the fucking 5? The 5 is the motherfucking 5-point star. That's the Venus line. That's the mother line. Right? So when she flipped me off to Ain't Alice, that was the motherfucking trip down to Wonderland. You motherfuckers don't understand. Ain't Alice is the one that called me Black Moses, because you know Moses got to part the Red Sea. And you know that gotta be me, because I got to be enough to see from Red Sea to Red Sea. That's from the blood to the peace stone, you see. That's a motherfucking Suge Knight flip off of Red's Lodge. Because the Reds is in the Midwest. That's an MW. That's a most wanted flip off of a Compton most wanted, right? And we know the CMW, that's a 3MW flip. That's a 313 flips a W. That's a Wallace D. Muhammad flip. Now that's a Nation of Islam indoctrination, if you understand what I'm saying. It's just a blatant contradiction that you motherfuckers fell for in your face, behind your back. Now the blatant contradiction was a Waterford flip, because my godmama blessed me. Her name was Margaret Waterford. Now Mother Margaret flipped me to Michigan off my motherland. I told you I was a motherfucking 7 concealed by the 5. That gave me control of 12 motherfucking positions on the Zodiac. That's a Zodiac flip. Now I got a 7-point motherfucking star, but I got a motherfucking, the next 4 pointing out in different directions. That's a 7-11 off that motherfucking 4. Right? Now you know the 4 is the 4-corner hustler. That's the Vice Lord land that my mama flipped off of. So we all know that the VL be the motherland. Now who in the fuck is the Lord of the Vices? We all know that that's Baron. That's the motherfucker with the cane and the black suit. Ain't that right, Scarface? I know you watching, nigga. Tell J Prince what up, though. Little dog coming. Anyway, so when the motherfucking 7 flipped the G concealed by the motherfucking 5, right? So that left motherfuckers going in all of the wrong directions. Only one motherfucker can put this shit back together the way it's supposed to be. You understand? So when the P flipped the 6 and the 6 flipped the G and then the G flipped the 7 and the 7 flipped me. Right? Now, let me bag it up so you can understand what I'm saying. My father was the one they called Fork because he was the straight shooter. That's the pitchfork. Now the pitchfork being the straight shooter flipped the 2 motherfucking G's, one across each side, right? So that's why they cut across the forks, because Pops flipped 2 forks, right? He flipped the fork straight up and down on the right, and the fork straight up and down on the left. That's a Hayes flip on the box. That's a square. That's a 45 by 45, right? So that flips a 9 by the 9, but that's on the mirror reflection. So it's a 69 on the balance. It's a 69 on the balance. You gotta understand that 6 and 9 is the Cancer flip, right? So that give me my right hand man is my left hand bump, right? So my brother bumped left from the right, bump right from the left hand side. I mean, he had to always one up me. Big fucking deal. Don't bother me none, right? So when you looking at like what the fuck going on, this is what you call a hostile takeover of the motherfucking invaders by the people that they invaded. This is the seminal redemption of a Washita nation. The motherfucking Apaches and the motherfucking Iroquois sent me in with the Cherokee and the Choctaw. We'll fight among each other all goddamn day, but we not gonna do this dumb shit y'all motherfuckers doing. Cause we still love each other. We can fight and still motherfucking go eat dinner. You motherfuckers got this shit twisted. Y'all think this shit is all over cause, no. The matriarch's back in charge. So we gotta get to understanding what's about to take place, cause if y'all ain't protecting these children, y'all just gonna lose them. Cause right now they got motherfuckers that's trying to get the children back into the school system to steal them. Cause their food supply has been cut off. I'm not getting. The whole quarantine cut their food supply off. And when their food supply was cut off, now they are starving for adrenochrome. They having frustration and rage because they can't sex your babies. As soon as they get them back in the school system is straight up wrong anyway. It need to be reformed. But as soon as they get them back in the school system, that's when they're going to be able to start back stealing them again. That's why I say How many of y'all gonna watch this shit go on for y'all get fed up because y'all trying to wait for it to be your baby or your sisters or your cousin, somebody you know close to you? Then you gonna say something? Nope, still ain't gonna say shit. Still ain't gonna say shit. Y'all gotta learn that this shit is not for the faint of heart. If you ain't gonna stop this shit from happening, then ain't no sense of you being here. That's how everybody feel. We gotta learn that the children is the key to the future. Our ancestors come back into children. We live eternal through reincarnation. We evolve up, crash, evolve up, crash. It's a series of motherfucking living over and over again. And if y'all don't understand that, then I can't help you. But you ain't gonna. Life is eternal. Life don't go nowhere. The body is the only thing that perish. Life continues on. They told you don't talk to the dead because it was evil or some shit. All the shit that go on in your brain is talking to the dead. If you talk to yourself in your brain, you talking to the dead. If you sitting across from a motherfucker having a conversation with, you talking to the goddamn dead. All that shit talking to the dead. What the fuck is the dead? That which is unaware of what it is.